Hi, my name is Allie. I run Greenwich Mystics, and today I'm going to show you how to make a St. Brigid's cross for Imbolc out of ivy. This can work with other shrubbery and bendy materials. They're traditionally made from river rushes or straw, but rushes are really hard to find where I live right now, so I opt to use ivy, wisteria, or straw. So I put you on my knee, and here I am cutting my ivy. Try to find pieces that are similar in thickness to each other. It'll just be a lot easier to create your design than if you have a bunch in all different types of sizes. Like, for example, this one is way too thick compared to all the other ones that I've collected. So once you've collected a decent sized bundle, we're gonna have to snip all the leaves off, which is the most tedious part of this. You want to trim as close to the vine as possible, because if there's still that extra little piece that's holding the leaf on there, they can get kind of tangled up in each other and it just makes it harder. And depending on how long your vine is, you might have to cut it in half. I like to go over, because if you have too much, you can just trim the excess off, but if you have too little, it's gonna mess the design up in the long run. So maybe leave about 8 inches. So I'm gonna finish trimming the excess leaves off, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. Alright, so I have my bundle, and you'll notice there's some little tiny baby leaves. I like to leave them because they just look cute in the design, but you'll want to have some rubber bands, twine, or wire on standby to be able to quickly secure your piece when you're done with it. So I'm just going to refer to these as vines because that's what they are, but depending on your material, I don't know what you're using. But we're going to start with 2 pieces. One is going to be the base, and one is going to fold over to the right. And then we're going to grab another one, and we're going to put that down over the one we just added. So you're gonna bend it towards you. There's gonna be a lot of adjusting in this beginning process. It's always the hardest part, is getting it started. So don't feel like you're doing it wrong, because there's a lot of adjusting that I had to trim out because it's excessive. So the next one you'll add will be facing to the left. It's gonna go over the one that you just put facing down, that should be facing towards you. And having a firm grip and adjusting as needed, you're going to turn it to the left, counterclockwise. So that top base vine is going to be facing towards the left. And from here on out, this is going to be the process. Wrap left, turn left. Wrap left, turn left. So you should have one facing all by itself to the left, and you're going to wrap another vine or whatever your material is made of. Again, adjust if you need to. It's okay if it's a little wonky. It's going to get tighter as we go on, and you're going to turn left. I'm going to grab another vine, wrap it to the left, turn it to the left. Again, adjust if you need to. Wrap left, turn left. Wrap left, turn left. Left, 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 left. To the left, to the left. You also might notice if you're using like ivy or things that aren't inherently straight, you see how I have to adjust those ends right there so they're not twisting all up on each other. You might find yourself needing to do that, and it's perfectly fine. Again, rushes and straw are a little bit easier because they are straight. So again, wrap left, turn left. So again, if you are using ivy or willow, any branches that aren't straight, you might find, and you're seeing me adjusting this right now, you might find that the design starts to get a little wonky, and that's just because all the branches that are overcrossing each other right now are going different directions, and all you have to do is just straighten it out a little bit in the middle, and eventually the tension will tighten those up. You just might have to adjust. And again, wrap left, turn left. There's not much for me to say, so I'm just gonna let this play out, and you can follow along or watch me do it up until the end, and I'll show you how to secure it. So I have a run out of ivy. I could probably make it a little bit bigger if I wanted to, but I like the size of that. I'm just gonna trim this, and this part is where I mess up a little bit. I like to use rubber bands because my thumb hurts, and there is a little branch right there that was too short, and that's what happens when you use branches that are too short, and it just kind of falls apart. But I remake it, and I show you it. I'm gonna speed it up, but it's super easy to put back together. If this happens to you, just let it fall apart, pick up the pieces again, start over. It's much easier than when you originally do it because it's already bent and they're already appropriate sizes. So let that be a lesson of life. Just if things are falling apart, let them fall apart, and you can just put them back together. So once you're done, trim the ends and secure. Again, I like to use a rubber band, even if it's just temporary, because my fingers usually hurt at this point, and it's just a little bit quicker than using thread or wire. So you'll just secure all the ends. I like to secure them first and then go back and trim them, but some of the ends are just a little too jagged, so you might have to trim just a little bit to get the rubber band on, but you can adjust the length of all of them once you secure them. And preferably use better scissors than I do. It will be a lot easier to cut through all the material, especially if it's something thick. And there you have it, a beautiful St. Brigid's cross out of ivy. I love the look of this. It has like just such a natural, I mean obviously it's natural, but it just has such a unique vibe to it. So blessed Imbolc, follow for more, leave suggestions down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.